Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say that everyone's favorite Forrester Creations designer and villain is back. Clearly, we are talking about Thomas Forrester. It was announced today by B&B executive producer Casey Kasprick that actor Matthew Atkinson, who plays Thomas on the hit CBS soap, was back on the set of the show and getting ready to film new scenes. So, does this mean that Thomas is getting ready to create even more mayhem in this fictional town of Los Angeles? That's what it's beginning to look like. Here's just hoping that he doesn't try to break up anyone's marriage, right? Some even commented with, "That means whatever he's filming is likely to air 4 to 6 weeks from now. If it's just a short, lighthearted stint, then perhaps he comes back for Thanksgiving or Christmas. If he's shooting for a bit and will actually have some story, then maybe trying to stop Hope's wedding. I hope not, because I'd like more for Thomas than that. Or mess with his parents' love lives." Another critic wrote, "I think maybe Christmas. They've already filmed Thanksgiving since the episode description came out. Maybe he wasn't available when they were filming Thanksgiving and it's for that?" The episode description did say a surprise guest. It could be another cameo or it could be something. We won't know until more time passes. And then there was this comment as well. Christmas would also be likely for him to come home. I don't know if they would already be shooting Christmas episodes though. Unless he comes back for the lead up to Christmas. Los Angeles is about to get a whole lot more unpredictable, passionate, and dangerously creative again, because Thomas Forrester is back. After months away from the Forrester fashion empire and the drama-filled lives of his family, Thomas's long-awaited return promises to send shockwaves through every corner of the bold and the beautiful universe. From romantic shakeups to career betrayals, his comeback will ignite rivalries, reopen old wounds, and maybe, just maybe, bring redemption. Or chaos. But if there's one thing every Forrester knows, it's this. When Thomas walks back into town, nothing stays peaceful for long. Steffi Forrester has just been finding her balance again, between her growing family, her demanding leadership role at Forrester Creations, and her delicate dynamic with Finn. Ridge has been laser-focused on his latest line. Hope Logan, still reeling from heartbreak and disillusionment, has been quietly trying to rebuild her creative spark. And Paris Buckingham? She's been cozying up to Zende and enjoying her own little spotlight in the design world. Everything seems almost in order. Until Thomas's name pops up on a Forrester flight itinerary from Paris. Ridge's phone buzzes early Monday morning with a cryptic text. "Tell everyone I'm coming home. I've learned a few new tricks." Those words instantly stir both excitement and dread. Steffi smiles to herself, missing her brother's energy in the office. But Hope, who happens to overhear, nearly drops her sketchbook. The memories of their complicated past, their fragile professional chemistry, the blurred lines, the moments she doesn't like to admit she misses, come rushing back. By the time Thomas walks through the Forrester doors, the air feels electric. Dressed in sharp European tailoring, his signature confident smirk is back. But this isn't just the old Thomas. There's something darker in his eyes, something that hints he's not just here to make amends or design. He's here to take control. The Hope for the Future line has been struggling ever since Thomas left. Hope has been putting in overtime, desperate to prove she can manage without him. But the numbers don't lie. The designs haven't had that same fire, that same signature Thomas flair. When Ridge suggests Thomas return to co-lead the line, Hope freezes. She tells him she's fine working alone, but deep down, she knows that's not true. She misses the energy, the creative flow, and, though she hates admitting it, the connection that existed between them. Thomas enters the design office unannounced one afternoon, sketchbook in hand. He lays his designs across the table, bold, raw, emotional. Hope stares at them, captivated despite herself. "You've still got that magic touch," she admits quietly. "Maybe," Thomas replies with a grin. "But I think we made magic together. The tension is undeniable. Hope tries to maintain professionalism, but the chemistry crackles like static between them. Rumors start swirling through the office. Hope and Thomas, the creative duo destined to explode again. Brooke, ever the protective mother, warns her daughter not to fall back into old patterns, but Hope insists she's in control. Yet as late nights at Forrester become routine again, control is the one thing she begins to lose. Ridge Forrester has always been torn between his children, but this time, his motivations for bringing Thomas back go beyond family loyalty. Rumors hint that Ridge is preparing a major transition, one that could change Forrester Creations forever. Behind closed doors, Ridge has been working on restructuring the company. He wants Thomas to step into a bigger leadership role, possibly even co-CEO material someday. This shocks Steffi, who's fought tooth and nail to establish herself as the powerhouse of the brand. When Steffi confronts her father, the tension boils over. "You can't just hand him power because he's a Forrester," she snaps. "He's earned it, Steffi," Ridge fires back. "He's my son and he's grown. He deserves a second chance. But has Thomas really changed? Or is Ridge setting up the next Forrester feud? Because if there's one thing the Forresters do best, it's fight each other, especially when the stakes are family and legacy." Steffi's first instinct is to protect her family, and that includes her business and her marriage. She's wary of Thomas's return, not because she doesn't love him, but because she knows how easily chaos follows him. Still, she welcomes him with cautious optimism. But her warning is clear. Don't mess up what I've built here. "You can redeem yourself, but not at my expense." Thomas assures her he's different now. Yet Steffi's gut tells her otherwise when she spots him in a late-night meeting with Hope, alone, laughing, leaning in too close. Her alarm bells ring even louder when Finn mentions overhearing Thomas on a mysterious phone call, something about a new partnership and a move that will shock everyone. Could Thomas be working behind the scenes to take over Forrester or to sabotage someone else's success? Steffi starts investigating, unaware that she might be walking straight into her brother's latest power play. Enter a surprising wild card. Bill Spencer. Bill. Always the opportunist catches wind of Thomas's return before the press does. He's been keeping tabs on the Forresters, waiting for his moment to strike. When he learns that Thomas might be looking for funding for an independent project, Bill sees an opening. "You've got the talent. I've got the capital. Together, we could give Forrester Creations a real run for its money," Thomas smirks. The idea of breaking free from his family's shadow and doing it with one of their biggest enemies is almost too tempting. But is Bill genuinely trying to help Thomas, or is he using him as a pawn to destabilize Ridge's empire? Either way, this alliance could change the fashion landscape and turn family into rivals. Meanwhile, Hope finds herself drawn back into Thomas's orbit. Despite all her promises to herself and her mother, she can't resist the pull. Late nights in the design room turn into lingering looks, half-finished conversations, and flashes of emotion she can't suppress. When Liam finds out Thomas is back at Forrester and working directly with Hope again, he's furious. "How many times do you have to get burned before you learn?" he demands. "Thomas isn't the same person anymore," Hope replies, her voice trembling. "And maybe neither am I." Their argument escalates, and in a moment of honesty, or madness, Hope admits something she's been trying to hide. "I never stopped caring about him." That's the sentence that shatters their already fragile marriage. Liam storms out, devastated, while Hope collapses into tears, only to find Thomas waiting in the hallway, having overheard everything. The look they exchange says it all. A new chapter is about to begin, and it won't be innocent. While the Forrester family drama dominates the spotlight, not everyone is thrilled about Thomas's return. Zende, who's finally been getting recognition for his designs, feels overshadowed immediately. He's worked hard to step up while Thomas was gone, and now he fears being pushed aside again. Paris tries to calm him, but Zende's frustration boils over. "Every time Thomas walks through that door, it's like none of us matter. I won't let him steal this from me." Could Zende become an unexpected threat to Thomas's comeback? Or will Paris's attempt to mediate drag her into the crossfire of another Forrester feud? Because if Thomas's arrival proves anything, it's that ambition, jealousy, and passion are never far behind. You can't have Thomas without Taylor Hayes eventually stepping back in. When Taylor hears about her son's return, she rushes back to Los Angeles, worried that history might repeat itself. Her reunion with Thomas is tearful but uneasy. She's proud of him for trying to rebuild his life, but she senses the same intensity that once led him down dangerous paths. "You can't control everything, sweetheart," she tells him softly. "I'm not trying to control anything," he replies. "I'm taking what's mine." Taylor's maternal instincts tell her that something is off. And when she catches wind of Thomas's meetings with Bill Spencer, her concern deepens. "You're playing with fire, Thomas, and you know how easily it burns." But Thomas brushes her off, more confident and more determined than ever. His vision for his future is clear, and he's not letting anyone stand in the way, not even his mother. As Thomas reestablishes himself at Forrester, his presence reignites one of the show's most classic rivalries, Steffi versus Hope. This time, though the battle isn't over Liam, it's over power, influence, and who truly represents the Forrester legacy. Hope believes her designs reflect compassion and modern beauty. Steffi counters that Thomas's edge and innovation are what truly define the brand. The two women clash in front of the entire board, forcing Ridge to make a tough call. "Forrester Creations thrives on risk," Ridge declares, "and Thomas is the risk I'm willing to take." Hope feels betrayed and cornered. As she storms out of the office, Thomas follows her, trying to apologize. But Hope, her emotions fraying, blurts out, "You're the reason I lose everything." Thomas, visibly shaken, responds quietly, "Then maybe it's time you stop fighting what we both know is real." Their eyes meet, and suddenly all the tension, all the denial explodes into passion. What happens next could destroy everything, or reignite the fashion world in ways no one expects. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our bold and beautiful update YouTube channel for more update news.